you had this issue for a long time. Did you go the conventional route? Did you get diagnosed, or was it sort of a mysterious illness?
Yeah, I mean, it was just a combination of, people think that I was faking it, and I was a hypochondriac, and yeah, over here I'm surely the same. If you want to get off work, you get a doctor's note, and so they kind of like go, I can write you a sick note for a week, but I've got my own business. So I don't need anyone to write me a sick note, and then yeah, it was just essentially kind of, my anxiety levels were off the charts too back then. Just I think a combination of having a really weak system. So they also was prescribing anti-anxiety medication, and when I did my homework and read the side effects, I was like, I don't want to touch this stuff, and so that was essentially hypoglycemia was like one guy's theory. But yeah, the first thing I did really was blood tests, and then when they had no answers, that's when I went searching for other answers.
And you went through a lot, and the documentary does a good job, from Amazonian frog therapy, right, to just really advanced technology. You tried everything, all different diets, everything. And so you were really, really proactive, but I guess you could say you were shooting darts in the dark, right? It was just trying everything and throwing the whole lot at it, but you weren't getting any results. Um, is there any advice for anybody kind of doing the same approach that you'd give now if you're looking in hindsight at where you are now?
Well, I mean, obviously after what happened to me, if you lived in America, then I'd say go straight to innovative medicine and get diagnosed. And as you know, I wasn't fortunate enough to go through all your protocols because I don't live in America, and a lot of your protocols are not, unfortunately, not allowed in Australia. Um, so what happened, you're totally right. I was shooting darts, and some things gave relief. Things like
Mm,
acupuncture give relief, and like I said, those first couple of years where I couldn't work, that was just total bedridden. And then I did do some things that did help me, kind of thing, but I kept sliding back. So I'd kind of do these crazy courses, and some were really effective, and I'd tell people to look into them. Um, but because I didn't have the root canal sorted, my health started sliding back. And so it wasn't until I'd fixed that everything kind of started to heal itself, I suppose, because I was getting rid of the infection, and so the body could heal, and I was still doing different stuff like acupuncture and chiropractics and nutrition, all the good stuff that helps you heal afterwards as well.
right. And now, would you consider yourself an open-minded person? Because I mean, you did some crazy stuff, right? And then you show up, and I remember meeting you, and you're just this random Aussie at our event asking to be tested. And it's like, all right, for educational purposes, let's all gather around and test Fraser and see what we come up with. And it did show up as, hey, you're actually quite healthy, except for this, right? So I understand why other people would say it's in your head. We're running the tests, and it
Hmm.
seems you're quite healthy. And then you have this one thing, and that's sometimes the crazy part about medicine. Most people think it's these millions of things, right? When a lot of times the initiating factor is just that one thing that everyone's overlooking. For some people, it's geopathic stress, we've seen, right? Where you live, and you're missing that electromagnetic, you can't test for that. In your case, it was actually a dental infection. But was that like a huge leap for you, or did you start to say, "Well, wait a second, that makes a little sense"? Or because I think you stated you took some time to finally take action, you needed some confirming pieces as well with the EAV and other things. So was that difficult for you? And was that a big jump into a new paradigm?
It 100% was, and to begin with, I was like, I'm not sure about this, but
Right.
yes, I'm extremely open-minded. I think anyone who's lost their health and would sell their house and everything to get their health back, knows what it's like. And, when you don't have your health, money has no meaning kind of thing. So, I literally spent all my savings in search for the answer. And then, when your father had told me, one thing I was very lucky to get hold of, there's a great podcast called One Radio Network, and they did a whole series of interviews with Hal Huggins. And Hal Huggins was kind of like, Weston Price and him were like the fathers of holistic dentistry, and now he was the one kind of flying the flag, saying how bad amalgams and root canals were. So I kind of got shortly after seeing your dad, I got hold of these podcasts and I was listening to them. And so that started to make a lot of sense to me, or everything that he was saying, and how they can't properly sterilize the tooth, and so all of kind of these Hal Huggins podcasts kind of helped me confirm that your dad was onto something.
Yeah.
And so that was, I think, yes, at the start it was kind of a hard pill to swallow, but at the same time it really shook me because I hadn't told him I had a root canal. And then the other thing is that kind of in my, kind of up in my gums, it was kind of getting dark, but I just didn't think anything of it. So that kind of thought, well, maybe he's right. Like, obviously the rest of the gum was looking fine, but just above the root canal, it's kind of looking dark. So maybe there is an infection there. So, I think I'm extremely open-minded, and I think, obviously unfortunately some people aren't. They just think whatever Western medicine says goes, and that there is nothing else. But for me, also, because Western medicine didn't have an answer, I was kind of forced to look outside the box.